Hey guys, today I'm gonna do a fun little sit down video, and this is gonna be about starting your own trading selling account. It's probably something I get, some of the most common questions I get from people I don't really know on TikTok and Instagram is literally, how did you get started with your account? Today I'm going to give you tips for getting started, and then I'm going to show you my setup and how I personally package things. I have my little list here, so let's go over it. I am going to be looking down at my notes because I will forget otherwise. First thing is, you can either start with a brand new Instagram account connected to your main Instagram, or you can use a stan account. So personally for me, my account is sort of trade/stan. Now my story is definitely going to be more like the stan part. It's where I communicate with people. It's where I freak out about things. Whereas my actual account, if you go click on my account, look at it, that's going to be all trades. Mine was a stan account initially, and then I just switched it over and started using it for trading and selling. Second thing is trade with friends first if you are able to, if possible. For me, my first 7 proofs were from friends. I just traded cards with friends and they would send me proof and then I would use that. But be fully prepared to send first until you have about 20 proofs. I personally request people have 10 to 15 proofs. There are some people that request you have 20 proofs. Until you have those amount of proofs, be prepared to send first. Be prepared to send first if you send out of a personal mailbox. There's quite a few things that people are just going to be uncomfortable with, and they have every right to ask you to send first if they have plenty of proof. I had to send first, I think 5-6 times, since obviously I was able to start with my friends first. I had a little bit more of a boost. Check people's proofs. So I got scammed twice in the very beginning because I was not checking people's proof. I wasn't, I guess, getting fills for if they were scammers or not. So just make sure you check their proofs. Personally, for me, I like to make sure that they have, like I said, I request 10 to 15, but if I'm reaching out to somebody to buy or to trade, I personally look for 20 to 30 to 40 proofs. And you want them to be consistent proofs. If they're weird, so for instance, there's people who will have day and the night. Why are you going from day to nighttime on your Instagram frequently? That's not something you would really pay attention to. So there's just a few things. Make sure their proofs are consistent. Communicate well. Definitely communicate well. I just try to stay consistent. I don't let people know anymore when it comes to sells when I'm sending. I just update them throughout my process. But when it comes to trades, you want to stay consistent, communicate with them, because miscommunication can be a really big issue, and I've seen it cause a lot of people to call people time wasters and scammers is just from miscommunication. So be an adult, If you cannot handle the trading selling world, don't get into it. Another thing is, if you already have your proofs, say you have 10 proofs, whatever, people are starting to trade at the same time as you, make sure you send on the same day. Don't be oh, I trust you, I'll send first. Don't do that. Send on the same day. There's been times where I will wait until I get actual video proof from that person that they've sent, and then I will send out my end, because I have a community mailbox, so I can just go and drop it whenever. On to the point where you've already started your trade, right? You reached out to the person. Make sure when you reach out to them that you are explaining what you want. Be very specific on what you want. So what I do is, when I reach out to somebody, I say, hey, and I send a picture of their post. I say, is this PC still available? And I circle it. And then I send a picture of what I have to trade with them. And I say, I have this PC for trade. It's going to make it a lot easier for them. Same thing when you are reaching out to someone, make sure you check their info highlight if it says to check their info highlight. Personally, I have a pretty strict info highlight. After I've been trading since July of 2020. I would just, I got a lot of crap. I dealt with a lot of stuff, and because of it, I have a very specific info highlight. So if they ask you to read their info highlight, read their info highlight, especially because some of us have little cues at the end of our info highlight. So for me, I have a little emoji that I ask people to send to me once they've read my highlight. If you read my highlight, send me that emoji. That is the only way I will respond to you. And then if you ask me a question that I clearly asked you to not say or to not ask about, then I know you didn't really read it, you just skipped through it. So that's kind of my way of just knowing people are aware of what I want, people are aware that I know what they want. Just make sure you read their info highlight. Once you get started on the trade and or sell, Make sure you get a video of the card. You want to see if it's damaged at all. And I also recommend having a little sticky note with your @ So like I have a sticky note with my @ that I put. There's people who are more specific. Some people like to have the date. Some people like to have their @ on it. If they request it, just do it. It makes them feel more comfortable trading with you. And you have to remember these people are trusting you. So it's just a courteous thing. Once you send the video with the @ and you start the trade, you get their address, they get your address. Make sure you send address proof of the envelope. Sending address proof of the envelope will just make it to where it's now out of your hands. They approved the address. Once you send off, it's fully up to the mail carriers whether or not they deliver it properly. If you are selling, if you start an account just to sell and not to trade, make sure you are looking up prices, researching prices. Just go through the tags, look at what people are pricing things at. Do not overprice. They're photo cards. Do not overprice. Don't overprice, and do not member price. Member pricing is terrible. You have to remember that sometimes these idols can go through the tags specifically with their names, and if they see something like that, that might hurt their feelings. It's just not good. It's not good. Don't do it. I'm trying to think of like a word. I don't know. It's mean. Don't do it. For me, I personally did not do international trading or selling at first because I didn't even know how to do it. I was not aware of how USPS worked. I was not aware of how stamp to mail worked. So I didn't do it, and I looked like an idiot for not doing it. So some tips I have on international trades. Now you can be picky. I'm a little picky with international trade. I want it to come from certain countries. So for instance, UK typically doesn't take too long. Europe, a little bit longer. Asia, for some reason, really long time. My stuff takes a while to get from Asia. So just, you can be picky on it. You can say in there that you're picky on it, or you can choose to not do it at all and just do Canada and the US, what quite a few people do. Personally, I haven't really had any issues with international sales and trades, so I do them. If you're trading, obviously do not make the person pay for anything, but if you're selling, I charge $1 for international stamps, and then for US postage, I do it free unless I'm having to pay put extra on there, and then I request that you pay for each stamp. Trying to think of what else for international. International stamps can be bought online or at USPS. As for regular US stamps, you can buy them from Walmart. You can buy US stamps from a lot of places, honestly. Do like some research on that. Make sure you're putting enough stamps. It will get sent back to you if you don't put enough stamps. I think that's it. I don't think there's many other tips, but if you have questions, please leave them down below. I will answer any of them. Paulina can answer some too. Some of these tips came from her because I blank a lot and she remembered some of it. But Paulina and I, either one will answer. We both have the trading selling account. Both of us have been doing it for over half a year. So now I'm going to show you my setup that I personally have for trading, and then I'm going to show you how I do a trade. So stay tuned, watch this next part if you want to see how it's all done and how I organize my stuff personally. Here is my little area for trading selling. Those are just some extra binders that I have no use for. I have my printer down here. My printer comes in handy for me. You obviously do not need a printer, but I do use it a lot. And then if you want to come over here, I just have my computer for entertainment. I have some post-it notes down there. I have some cells that need to go out. And then I have, this is a little washi tape holder. Now, my washi tape has not come in that I've bought to go with it. So once I get that in, I'll put it in here, but it'll just be so much easier to use my washi tape, and I'm really excited. I have this for outgoing and incoming mail. So mail that I need to send out, I'm gonna put in here. Mail that I received that I just haven't opened will go here. Then I have some planners right there. This holds little like binder clips. These are paper clips, obviously, and then my tape dispenser. Over here, I just have some relaxing stuff. Since this technically is a work area, I like to have some essential oil. Actually, I think everything here is essential oil related except the hand lotion. But that is a body oil, a lotion, hand sanitizer, another lotion, and then 3 little roller balls of essential oil. Over here, I have my handy little I don't even know what you would call this. My scissors are back here along, my scissors are back here along with my box cutter. I have pins right here, Sharpies over here, and then these are my little notes that you will see when I go to package my stuff. These are my thank you for buying for me notes, and these are my thank you for trading with me notes. That's just some stuff I have to post. Down here I have bubble wrap, and back there I have bubble mailers, since I do also do some of the occasional goes. That is my binder that is specifically for trading and selling. So that binder only gets used for that. This is my actual like collector binder. And then starting over here, I have this on top. These are all of my freebies. I like to give a freebie with everything, but just remember when you first start out, you don't have to. Over here I have packing tape, wall pins, a little notebook, my Polaroid printer. I do use this for goes or giveaway winners, stuff like that. And then to start going through this, it's where I keep all of my stuff. So in here, I have stickers / some other stuff that needs to go up for sale. I have extra tape here, some washi tape, and my post-it notes. Over here, I have more post-it notes, and then my top loaders, some clear sleeves, and then some colored sleeves. And then over here I have my envelopes, some more sticky notes, stamps, envelopes, and just some other stuff, so like my thank you or my mail things, different stuff that I'll explain to you when I'm packing. Down here, can't really open it anymore, I have bubble mailers along with big stickers. Don't use that drawer as much. So that's my little setup. And now I will show you what I use for the trades. I'm gonna show you what I need first. So for instance, this person has already purchased from me and they bought 2 cards. These cards I actually had up for free, just pay shipping, and it's an international sell. And then what I'm going to need for it is obviously a pin to write their address, a thank you card for buying, so mine just say thank you for buying from me, please know when it arrives to you safely, and then always put your @ on it. You do want your @ to be in there, that way they know it's you, and when you post it, it's just another thing to make your proof look legit. I started doing these because it was just easier for me when I drop multiple things at once. It's easier to just stick this in there. Don't get me wrong, personal notes are very sweet, and for goes I do like to write personal notes, but this is just easier for when I'm quickly packaging stuff, especially since I do work a full-time job. So next thing is going to be washi tape. I personally, right now, I'm using 2 different washi tapes. So here you go. These are both from Hobby Lobby, but you can get washi tape pretty much anywhere that has like scrapbook stuff. But I do buy mine typically online or from Hobby Lobby. You're gonna want post-it notes. So I have post-it notes here. We're also going to want a top loader. So there's my top loader. Top loaders you can get, again, pretty much anywhere. I have a store here in San Antonio called Dragon's Lair that sells them for really cheap. So that's what I recommend if you are in the San Antonio area. If you're not, Amazon sells them. They're just more expensive, and you can also find them on eBay. Also going to get a little extra sleeve. Again, my sleeves come from Dragon's Lair, but they are called dragon sleeves? I think they're called dragon sleeves. So that's going to be for the freebie. Now, next thing I'm going to need is obviously going to be an envelope. So I get my thank you cards from Walmart and Amazon. But these are from Walmart. They're just a Hallmark card. For outside, I have please do not bend. They say thank you. That way I don't have to write it on the card. I got these off of Etsy, and I will link the shop down below. These are little Happy Mail stickers. Again, I got these from Etsy. I will leave the shop linked below. Since this is an international sell, I do have an international stamp here. These look different than your traditional international stamps here in the US, but this one is from the kiosk at the USPS. I typically use the kiosk, especially since my location has been out of the sheets of international stamps. I have these, which I am not going to show to you because they have my address on them, but I got address stickers because I found it easier than just having to put my address on every single time. Let me see if this has the name. It doesn't have the name of the company, but I will look through and find them for you, but pretty much just anywhere that can print the your address. And mine, I think I can show you this much. Mine have little pictures on there of Sungyeon. so adorable. Anyways, so really cute. And now I'm going to start packaging. Oh, because I didn't want to write me doing like making her address on camera, I have the envelope here. So I do the envelope first personally because I like to send them proof first before packing anything up. But as you can see, you want to put your address in the upper left-hand corner. So mine is right there. Their address is in the middle. And then I have my please do not bend sticker in the bottom corner. Obviously my stamp will go in the top right corner. So that's what the front of the envelope should look like. Personally, I don't put @ on the back, but some people do. And if you do, you would just want to do it right here. But since I now have this done, my next step is going to be putting it into a top loader. So let's prep the top loader. The PCs are already in here, so what you're going to want to do next is put a piece of washi tape at the bottom. And so best way to do this is going to be to put the PCs in with the bottom down, so with the open part down, and then you're going to want to close that off. Just like that. And then you're going to want to take a sticky note. So sticky note of any kind, put that on the top corner, and then slip it into the top loader. So just like that. Now it is in its top loader, it is secure, they will be able to pull it out, and the PCs won't be able to slip out through the top since the bottom is down here where it is closed. And now I'm going to send her proof. So how I do my address proof is I put the envelope and the PC side by side and I send them a picture and ask them to please confirm. I just sent her that, and now I'm going to get started with packing the actual PC. So you just want to open your thank you card. And then first thing I do is put in my little note. So I put it on this side. And then I use little pieces of washi tape to secure it. Secured, I'm going to move on to this side and place my top loader in here just like that. And then I'm going to get started on using washi tape to secure this. Now, personally for me, when it comes to the PC itself, don't use tape. When you are trying to remove the tape, for one, it's going to damage the top loader. It's going to be hard to get off the top loader, hard to get off the envelope in case someone wants to reuse the envelope. And also, in my opinion, it really tugs at the top loader, which then in turn can bend your PC. So just a little tip on that, because I've had quite a few people use tape and I can't stand it. And I can only imagine there's other people out there like me that can't stand it. So I use a piece of washi tape at the top, just like that. Make sure it is secure, make sure the top loader or the PC doesn't fall out of the top loader. So next thing to put in is going to be the freebie. I don't know what groups they stand, so I'm just putting an NCT one in there. I think that's pretty universal. I use tape now on the back to cover this part. So I have my tape right here. And now once that part has been done, I will take my little Happy Mail stickers, take one off, And then I like to place it right here. All right, so you have your cute little Happy Mail sticker. You have your cute little, you know, Sungyeon picture, and then your Please Do Not Bend. I also have these in fragile, so that when I am using boxes, I have the fragile Please Handle with Care. To be 100% honest, I don't know where that left off besides me showing my little Happy Mail sticker to you guys, and then my, well, you can see the Brazil part. The Please Do Not Bend sticker, and then just my Sungyeon sticker over there. I obviously will not put my stamp on it until they confirm their address, which I need to go in and look to see right now if they've confirmed it so that I can stamp it. But then I will normally just put all good mail in my little holder over here and send it out the next chance I get, which is normally the next morning. So yeah, but if you guys, seriously, if you guys have any questions, please just message Paulina and I on Instagram. Well, you can message me on Instagram. I don't want to like open Paulina's DMs for her. You can message me on Instagram, but you can also just ask us down below in the comments, and like I said, we will try to answer you guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative and helps you out a little bit. Bye guys.